So I'm on my way home from Glacier National Park, and I am back in my current home state of Washington. And it's like, I realize just how beautiful the state is, you know? Right now I'm clearly in eastern Washington. I'm on the east side of the Cascade Mountains.
If you only give me 2, I'll let you call back.
And
we'll make it quick, make it snappy.
It's just the views, the mountains. Honestly, I couldn't live in eastern Washington. It's way too dry for me. It gets real hot on this side of the mountains and everything else. But I can't deny the beauty, man. And I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you guys enjoy a lot of this beauty for a bit. Okay?
Billions of people. As far as I can tell, he's on the internet.
And handling billions of phone calls.
Howard, he produced the call for us. He told us
I will say,
what to do. Right.
today is September 5th, 2020.
So, of course, Richard and Sal immediately start calling in to bust this guy's balls. Because he really is arrogant. I mean, hey, listen, man, I'm going to do this as a courtesy. I don't want you calling in the whole show with different items. You can call in with one call, 3 items. If you happen to call in with 2 and you forgot one of your items, I'll allow that. But listen to this guy. Anyway, so Richard and Sal then start calling in. Here's first Richard.
Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
You know, I just caught the tail end of the beginning of the show. Did you say we have to call 3 times, or?
No. Okay. You can give up to 3 items, all right, but you'll get 1 phone call per show unless you if you give me 2 items now and think of another one, I'll let you call me back and give me a 3rd, I'll just add it to the list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't want us calling more than once, though.
No, but do you got anything you want to offer up today? Let's get through this.
I have a washer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so do I give the other item or do I call back?
Buddy, give me up to 3 items right now. That's all I got to do.
But what if I just have 2, though?
Then you give me 2.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's enough of that.
Okay, it gets better. That was like ball busting. It was great. But then why leave it alone? Not to be outdone, Sal calls in. He was confused by the rules, too.
Let's jump into the phones again. Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
I'm selling a Toro Lawnmower 1986.
All right.
Okay, so now I can sell a 2nd item, is that correct?
Look, all right.
That'll be 2 items now. Now, is that considered 1 phone call for 1 item?
What the heck is everybody's deal? This is not that complicated, everyone. Listen up. We are doing 1 phone call per show. As a courtesy, if you give me a 2nd, if you give me 2 items, and think of a 3rd one later in the show, I will let you give me a call back and give me a 3rd item. As a courtesy. But then you're done. Goodness. I'm telling you, man, some people need to get a life. We're going to take a break. All right? We're going to calm down. We're going to hit the reset button when we get back. We're going to jump into the mailbag and more of your phone calls. Let's clean it up today, folks. What is happening? My goodness, mailbag when we get back.
I like this guy. I'm nice enough to listen to him. He's yelling at me like he's a school teacher. Like, what kind of host is that? Where's the fun in this? Guy's like yelling and chastising the
He's
audience.
upset that you want your phone number on throughout the show.
Well, guess what happened next after that tirade? Richard called back even more confused.
Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
You let that other guy call in 3 items the first time.
I did no such thing. What item do you have?
The Westinghouse washer I told you about for 30.
Okay, washer for 30. What else do you have?
I have a weed eater, but I was going to call back about that.
You don't have to do that if you... I don't get how you're not understanding this, man. Like, what's going on here?
I'm confused, I'm sorry.
Okay, how much do you want for a weed eater? How much do you want for it?
Oh, can I call you back and tell
No,
you?
you're on it right now.
Oh,
Dude, get a life, man. Come on. Oh, my... What is happening? As a courtesy, man, I offered this up.
I love Howard Stern,
Do
man.
people really have that little going on? I'm waking up this morning. What the heck?
What is with this guy? He's a buzzkill.
Totally.
Just be happy someone's calling in. Let him call 50 times.
We're the only ones calling.
I know. Who else was calling in?
He's yelling at us.
Sal called back. This is great. Now
With 2 items and on a third courtesy call, I can add additional 3 items. So that's about 9 items on 3 calls.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. Don't be an idiot. Come on now. Come on. We can't have that going over the air. Or you know what you can do? Why don't you come down and host the show then? If you care so much about how it goes.
Well, that was a mistake. He goes, you can come down and host the show. So, of course, since the host offered Richard and Sal a hosting gig, they called back to take him up on it.
Good morning, you're on Swap Shop.
You just said we can host the show.
Yeah, we'll see, buddy. Hey, what do you got for me, man?
Welcome to the Swap Shop with your new hosts, Richard and Sal, where there are no rules.
Do we have a problem here, man? Like,
Call as many times as you want with as many items as you
we're 8
want.
seconds from being done.
It's a free-for-all here on Swap Shop.
You can't fix stupid. You really can't. All right, so and you can't drag yourself down to their level. And there are some people that just I don't even know what goes through some people's heads.
You guys ended the song of the show. Wow. There are less rules in the Bible in that show. Man.
So at 11:30 in the morning, it's 67 degrees.
Well, we actually did that call, Howard, when we were looking for swap shops to promote your book. And then this guy happened to say those rules, and Richard and I looked at each other and said, hey, why don't we do this in the intro? Time to go away from the book. Yeah, for a second, yeah. For a second. Yeah, not more than a second. Yeah, it was great.
Liberty Phony Phone-a-thon. All day long on Hour 101.
Hey, it's Sal Governelli.
And Richard Christie. So this upcoming phony phone call, High Pitch Eric calls Eric the actor, is one of the very first that Sal and I did together back at K-Rock, I think in 2004. And it's got the famous line, who's high pitch?
Who's high
Back
pitch?
then also, we didn't really know how to mute microphones to feed lines to High Pitch Eric, so a little treat, the Easter egg for you guys. You can probably hear us whispering into High Pitch Eric's ear in this, and he's got a very sweaty ear, so I'm glad we finally learned how to not have to whisper in his ear to give him lines.
It turned out to be a really, really pretty cool. And this, like Richard said, this was the first call that Richard and I did together. And we didn't plan it out or anything. We just said, hey, let's call up Eric the actor and rig his balls. And we got Eric on the phone and everything was just pretty much improv right on the spot.
And we gotta give a shout out to the great Eric the actor. We miss him. He passed away a few years ago. He was a regular caller to the show who was very cantankerous on the phone, but he was an awesome little guy. He really makes this call. I mean, him and High Pitch Eric are the perfect foils, I guess you could say.
Yes. The big Eric and the little Eric. This goes out to both of you. And rest in peace, Eric the actor.
Hello.
Hello, this is Kelly Clarkson. Is this Eric the Midget?
This is not Kelly Clarkson. This is more than likely High Pitch.
No. Who's high pitch? This is Kelly Clarkson. I think they're very cute.
High Pitch. Give it up. I know it's you. Hello?
Hey, how are you? It's KC.
Okay.
Hey, Eric, what's up with the Oakland A's this weekend?
They won yesterday.
How many touchdowns did the A's make?
The wrong sport.
How many of those midget fingers can you fit in my ass?
None, because I wouldn't try.
Come on, I got a lollipop for you.
I don't give a
I
shit.
got taffies for you, too. Hey, listen, you be a good sport. Let me put Gary on the phone.
Okay.
Hello, this is Gary Delabate.
No, it's not. I can tell it's High Pitch Eric.
What are you wearing?
I highly doubt Gary Delabate would have asked me that question.
Drop your pants. Let's get down to business.
High Pitch, I'm not a moron.
Okay.
What
Well,
up?
do you know who it is?
It's High Pitch.
Oh, it's Artie Wayne. Fire! Eric, it's Artie! Come on!
High Pitch, knock it off.
drops of a college quarterback who was abused by his father to make him a better athlete.
Oh, it's
So we
66
took those
degrees
drops
now.
of me and used them to call a sports radio show. So here's a good phony phone call for you.
Temperature's
I
dropping
clean
as I
the
get into the
place down.
valley.
And my son calls into the show to brag about that I made him a top athlete.
And let me tell you something, I am at a crossroads myself, because I've never really thought, oh, you know, when am I going to get a black quarterback? You know, and without even blinking an eye. And I believe, good morning, sir.
Hello, I'm athlete from Hawaii, and my father made me great football player from controversial training techniques.
Fantastic. I love this beautiful thing.
Yes, very beautiful. Because of father, I am better athlete.
This is a beautiful thing, man. I love seeing that. I love seeing that relationship, man. We need to see more of that.
You will see more. May I put father on phone to share what he did to me?
True.
Please speak, father.
You know how much work I put into this kid? Yeah. When we lived in Hawaii, and we would practice. And once he only threw for 100 yards, so we threw pineapples at him.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
And you know, I'm a lefty, so I wanted my son to be a lefty.
That's correct, because I am a righty.
Oh, okay.
Every time he used his right hand, I shoved the other hand up his ass.
He's doing it for a loop with that one.
Very true. And tell them, father, what would you do when you caught me using my right hand again?
I would
That's
take meat to your
beautiful.
ass
Look
and
at
put you in
that.
a lion's cage.
I don't know what the hell that was. Oh, yeah, it started off, then we start talking about, you know, discipline, and he taught him how to be a left-handed because he was right-handed, and then took the right hand and shoved it up his ass. Take you quick, man. Real quick, all I believe, chime in whenever. Feel free, my brother.
Hello, Hakamakaholihe. One time I threw 3 interceptions. Do you know what happened to me?
I threw him in a lake of piranhas after 3 interceptions.
Here we go.
Although, let me tell you, once those piranhas bite your hemorrhoids off, you know real pain.
Alright. I knew I was causing the deal. I knew he was going to throw on that shit. This is the most thoroughly ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And all that, good morning, sir.
I took my son and I smashed a beehive over his head.
Come on, man. Come on.
Because we here in Hawaii, we like to beekeep.
I mean, listen to this bullshit.
I cracked a coconut with his balls.
Don't get me started, bro. You need to go drink some liquor or something, bro. Like, something ain't right with your life. It's fucking toxic. Shit, bro. Blow your brains out.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
That's pretty cruel.
What was that accent Sal was putting on?
I don't
My
know.
son.
It sounds like he's doing a bad Charlie Chan.
I don't think Sal realizes Hawaii is not, it is in America, not Asia, you know? What is that? Oh, Honorable Father, on phone, would you like to speak with him? Asshole? Anyway, good funny phone call though. These guys were real shook up.
Here's another phony phone call on Howard Stern's Labor Day phony phone-a-thon.
Phony phone call fun at Howard 101.
Hey, it's Sal Governale.
And Richard Christie, and this next call is from 2 fake radio hosts that Sal and I created called Jack and Rod. Sal's name is Jack Mayhofer.
From Bill O'Reilly when he read an email from somebody.
A prank email.
Yeah,
that they said.
a prank email. So Bill O'Reilly goes, "This is from Jack Mayhofer," and that's the name that I took on.
And I took on the name Rod Stiffington in honor of a good friend of mine whose last name is Skiffington, and another friend we know named Rod. So we do the Jack and Rod show where we'll interview authors and who are promoting their book, and we had on the clips of the great Riley Martin.
Yeah, we loved Riley. Hanging out with Riley was great. He was so funny, and
Riley, for the newer fans out there, Riley Martin, he's a guy that believed in aliens and believed he had had sex with alien women and traveled many worlds, and Howard gave him a show here at Sirius talking about aliens, and he was awesome. But we always loved when Riley would call up complaining to Howard about money or something, and a lot of times, for some reason or other, Riley had a hard time hearing Howard. He just
wow,
went,
that's
huh? And the way he said, huh, made Sal and I always
dips.
loved
Wow,
that.
that
so
was
we
fun.
put those drops together, and we put this phony phone call together just for you guys.
It's
Enjoy.
a pretty simple premise. He's just hard of hearing.
Huh?
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 Huh? Enjoy. And we're back with Health Tuesday on the Jack and Rod Show. And today's special guest rod is Joyce Graff, and she's going to reveal what you need to tell your doctor so you're not a victim
Frost
of
heaves.
malpractice. And Joyce, we have a victim of malpractice right here in the studio. He was a jackhammer operator and suffered major hearing loss. Let's hear it for Riley the janitor.
Riley, hi, it's Joyce. Hi. Can you hear me okay? Do you want to tell me a little bit about what's going on? Jack and Rod, this is not working real well.
You just have to speak up a little bit. He's hard of hearing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, first thing you have to do is get a proper diagnosis of exactly what's going on. What diagnosis did they give you? What diagnosis did they give you? Well, coming back to the sorts of things that you need to do, you need to make sure that you understand the diagnosis that's given to you.
You're talking over him. He's trying to listen to you.
Well, Rod, I'm not making much progress here, so if you can repeat the question, it might be helpful.
What was the question again?
What diagnosis was he given? Riley, what did the doctor tell you? What did the doctor tell you?
You're in the middle of Howard Stern's phony phonathon.
Phony phone calls.
On Howard 101.
You know how Michael Rappaport is always tweeting to Gary and saying horrible things to him?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're fucking beaver tooth. And it's all about this trash talking with fantasy football.
Yes.
So we told Gary Rappaport's text to him into a microphone, and then we took those recordings and called a sports talk show.
Okay.
And so here's Gary using the Michael Rappaport lines. You following any of this?
Yes.
I'm
It's
exhausted.
Gary reading the lines that Michael writes.
Give me that puppet again. I like that. Where's it? Robin.
And then using those to make a phony phone call.
Robin, piss in my face. Let's just do that all morning. All right, here you go.
When do you see the Cleveland Browns pulling an upset over Pittsburgh Steelers? Gentlemen, I hate to cut you off here, but we have a caller. Let's go ahead and bring them on real quick.
How are you this morning?
All right, brother.
You like that? You like a little heartbreak Monday night?
Why would my heart break Monday night?
If football is part of fucking, great. If not, I still want to fuck something.
Why are you
What?
listening?
Mute him. Mute him.
Winners win and fucks get fucked. Oh yeah. Are all inputs available on you?
No, I bet they are on you.
I got like a tiny little dick.
I know you do. Ah!
Ah, the signal keeps cutting out.
I'm pretty sure it's the exact same guy. So let's bring him live. Ding, round two.
I'm ready to fuck.
Yeah, see? I have my own opinion.
I'm gonna go outside that window where your office is, and I'm gonna grease you up.
It's too early for this shit.
Gonna clog you up nice, real nice.
Mute him. It's done. Okay, likewise.
There you go. That's Gary reading back the Michael Rappaport tweets.
Yes.
There you go. That's
Even
what I-
Gary finds them funny.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Tora? Huh? Tora? Tora from Bora Bora. Wow, this video, 21 minutes. That's cool. Satellite cutout. Come on, man, I want my Howard Stern back. I'm gonna cut it. Say goodbye, Tora. Say bye. There's the face. Anyway. Off we go.